Welcome back.
He's so flat.
He's squish.
Hello everyone. Let us know what the if the music's too loud. We tested it wildly fast just before we started. Might be too loud.
Yeah. Are you bleeding from the ears?
Frog. Indeed.
Frog.
Not loud enough.
Or are you having to squeeze your ear next to the speaker?
I'll take not loud enough, but too loud is something I won't. That's irritating. Hello everyone.
It feels like it's been forever since we
It has.
But it hasn't actually. It's only been 1 week. We just were away for a week, so it feels like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
I mean, but we haven't done this in a while because the last one
Sounds
was the
good.
Sims
You
one.
know.
Oh, that was fun.
That was
I
quite
remember
fun,
that.
apart from
Like
me
a-
going into a very dark space.
Happy memory.
Yeah.
What, really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I did some
Oh,
bad
yeah.
things. Anyway, let's
Yes,
just
you did.
move on
Every
to
time
this.
Nancy Landgrab appears in my game now, I'm like,
It's
Oh.
like, oh hi.
Hope she doesn't recognise me.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey.
how's everyone doing? We are doing good. The weather here is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Every
Awful.
maybe once an hour, it's like someone like this, and then it's like torrential rain, like absolutely
Really?
nuts.
Yeah.
And then...
And within 2 minutes, there's an actual river running down our road,
Yeah.
and then it stops, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if all of a sudden it sounds like death is appearing outside, it's that's it. So
Sorry, I just saw you both okay that comment, murder is good.
I would just like to point out that theft is not good and murder is not good. However, I don't want to discriminate in this chat.
yeah,
so,
I'm not here to
I just thought it was funny how you're both
the
like,
word?
yeah, murder.
Murder's fine.
YouTube kind of overly polices the chat a lot of the time.
Mm.
It would be useful if I could make YouTube know that this is like an 18 plus audience or whatever.
Yeah, and so
So that I don't. I mean, obviously a lot of you aren't over 18, but like the word murder is chill here,
as long as you're not
Yeah.
actually planning on murdering someone, it's all fine.
It's all
Yeah.
fine. So Moth, you're at a grocery store. What are you doing?
What do you do? Get those
My lord.
groceries.
I hope you get some really good, real nice groceries.
I cannot do more than one thing at a time at a supermarket.
Yeah.
Like they are very stressful. I can't.
We went to one today.
It was. I don't remember going, so that is an example of how well it went.
You get those groceries, Moth.
You do that.
Yeah.
You pick them up and you cook them.
So today we're doing some drawing. You've got Matt, as you can tell by the frog.
You've got me.
We
Would
might
you-
take this in turns. We're not sure yet.
Would you like me to explain the SWPOM thing?
You can indeed. I will
You
pop
can
up,
indeed.
Yeah.
pop up the little dude, and I'll make him a bit bigger.
So boys, girls, non-gendered, non-binary, everybody's. Hello, welcome to my TED Talk.
Humans.
Humans, non-humans, everybody's welcome here.
Everything under the sun.
As long as you're not a racist. Anyway,
I don't know
this
how to put
is...
I'm just jiggling it about
Just
the screen.
keep it there.
This is so distracting.
Sorry, there
Oh
it
my God.
goes.
I know, it's still... Anyway, so this is not just your any old, average old stream where we're drawing.
No, why would it be?
We're doing a randomly generated D&D character, which is also the prompt for August SWPOM.
Whoa, you heard it here first.
Fireworks, confetti, psh, it's great, everyone's having a good time.
So
There are
we're-
three categories here, and if you want to join in, grab yourself a D6 or find one on Google. They're everywhere. Just type in D6, it pops up, it's fine.
Wow.
Click a button. Woo. Anyway, right, 3 categories: class, race, theme. Right? Roll the dice, and it tells you which one in the category you're gonna do.
And then you're
Boom.
gonna draw yourself a thing.
Yeah.
We did have a 4th category, but it got a bit hard. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a bit too much.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. It's going to be cold now.
As an example, right, I realise that they're not actually numbered, but 1's at the top and 6 is at the bottom, or the other way around if you really fancy it. But anyway, say I roll 3 dice and I get a 3, a 2, and a
One.
6, right? I would be doing a druid, Triton Pirate. Boom. Done.
Easy as that.
That sounds real fun.
You've made it so easy.
It's really, really fun. And, I really hope you'll join in and show us what you make, because I just want to see all sorts of really funky, crazy characters. It's going to be a good time.
Want to see you knock it out of the park, as you
Boom.
always do.
Yeah, the craziest stuff.
Hit that home run.
It's going to be great. Boom.
It doesn't even relate to it.
You go,
home
Johnny. I'm proud of you.
Johnny.
So we're gonna roll some dice, and then we can work out together as we're drawing whose character is. I will. Do you wanna? I said, do we have any dice? And Jazz picked out the biggest D6 that she could find. Like it fits just about in the palm of your hand.
Shall I roll it on the table?
This might be very loud.
I think it may be very loud. I'll do it once and we'll ask the chat.
Did
How
that
was that?
deafen you? Can you all still hear?
Was that too loud?
Was that too much?
You rolled a 6.
Did I?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even look.
You rolled a 6, which is a ranger.
Ooh.
Matt, can you hold the dice up to your head so that I can show them how
There we
big the
go.
dice is?
Good ASMR.
You heard the
wasn't
picture
terrible.
taking.
The mic isn't actually it is attached to the table, but it's like a hovering mic, so it may not be the worst.
Oh, so it was a good sound. That's great.
Good.
No, it's good. Nice. Okay, so we got a 6. Are you gonna have to trust us here?
Oh, I should probably write this down.
There's a big thing right on screen, so
Oh no.
right now you can't see anyway, but.
Oh no. My pen.
You got a
Sorry.
6.
That's not my pen. It's your
That's
pen.
mine.
That's why it's not working. Oh, hefty dice. Who's chunky? It's like solid wood as well. I don't know if it's
Ranger.
solid wood. It probably is solid.
It is pretty solid. I think it's just a light wood, yeah. I mean, have a look on our Instagram, Shrieking Wizard Co.
If you want to see my face, is my hair okay in that picture?
Instagram. I don't,
Shrinking
it's,
Wizard Co.
To see the dice.
With Matt's head size for comparison.
Oh god, it's
To be
huge.
fair,
Should we all
though.
roll one?
It's a
and
tiny.
then-
It's like you look at the picture. It's like a tiny dice in between my pinky and fourth thumb.
Should we all roll one?
Yeah, might as well.
so
yeah.
So you roll for race.
I
What
got
did you
a
get?
1, which is a
A satyr. Oh my gosh, Matt! I've got so many references for satyr if you need them. Good lord, I had a lot of pain doing that.
Oh, a changeling. I didn't see that option.
6 pirates, yeah.
Pirate.
Pirates is a good one. So you've got a ranger, satyr, pirate.
You gotta do the backwards legs.
Pirate.
Yeah,
Pirate.
the legs were really hard to do.
You're
Shrinking
putting-
Wizard Co.
Yeah. We're just all really small.
There may be some Zelda talk because we're nuts about Zelda. At the moment.
Oh, I'm
Matt
just
is,
gonna
Many hours into
quickly
Oh,
mention
Skeletal.
that. Sorry,
Go for it.
because we'll have to take that that sheet of prompts off so that you can see what Matt's drawing. I will put that on our Instagram story, and then we will be posting it to places tomorrow.
tomorrow's
on
the first.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little. Oh, how about I keep it small like this? Can you still read that?
I don't know.
If that's
We'll
just
find out.
annoying and too small, then I'll get rid of it. But either way, it's going to be on our
Yeah, I'm putting it
Instagram.
on our Instagram now in our story so that you can
still read
grab a screenshot or whatever you want.
Ooh, somebody got Triton Wizard Pirate.
Oh, that sounds fun. See, look at these funky
I got a monk
things.
changeling sky city thing.
Whoa, cool.
What is a D&D changeling? Because I know that changelings vary dependent on.
They look really cool. You should have a quick Google of just like the look because it's very, very fun.
Changeling.
Changeling.
Hashtag SWPOM.
It brought up a
Chuck
film.
5e on the back of that, yeah.
D&D. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're very
They
fun
do look
looking.
cool. They're kind of drowy.
Yeah.
Growy.
Oh yeah, changelings are like shapeshifters, aren't they? But their natural form is like white eyes, white skin, white hair, normally.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. I vaguely remember meeting a changeling in one of our games.
Oh yes, I also
Hello,
vaguely
Kimberly.
remember that. Hey, Kimberly.
Hey.
How's it going?
How you doing?
So we've got K-Frog.
A satyr, for those
King
curious, is
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus from Narnia, right?
Also known as James McAvoy.
Surprisingly, I can't believe
I
that
never
he's-
remembered him being in it.
Yeah, weird.
Crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, like the sort of think goat person with the backwards knees.
Backwards
They
knees.
kind of look like a human
oh, yeah.
until it
Well-
gets to their leggy area.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Yeah,
Change things
monk.
are able to shapeshift within a bipedal form, I believe. Yeah, I think they can like, as long as they're sort of one of the humany shapes. Humany. I'm doing air quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah. As far as D&D is aware, the like
subjective.
the humankind or the man shape.
Man
shape. So you got backwards knees, pirate, ranger.
Pirate's a great aesthetic. That's gonna be fun to do.
You could, and also you've got like choice with ranger if you want to
This is-
just go.
This is just for me.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
just me,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. I didn't know if
You
were...
don't have to do this speed style as well. You can take a
Okay.
little longer if you want.
Yeah,
Nice,
you
nice,
can
nice,
take
nice.
as much time as you like.
Because if we've got time to do others, then someone else can have a go. But if you take as long as the thing, then it'll take as long as the thing.
Yeah.
Because like
Damn.
if you do, so you're doing ranger, you could either go like the stabby fighting kind of ranger,
Stabby.
or you can go like, well, most rangers have like a bow, but also you can have the animal companion thing, so you can have like a
Yeah.
parrot.
Oh my gosh, yeah, pirates.
I mean, that might be a little
great.
bit too like
Too on the
easy,
nose,
but
it could be fun.
could be fun.
I feel like a pirate ranger in a sky city would be fun. Like
Oh,
sky
yeah, like
pirate.
Sky pirate.
with
I
pirate.
love the aesthetic of sky pirate.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that could be really fun.
Man, I made that whole
myself
we did that whole homebrew thing, and we only ever played one session of it. And I made quite a lot of the world, and there was a lot of like sky pirate kind of things in it. Very satisfying.
Oh yes.
Just
yeah.
in case you wanted to have a look.
At the
I
backwards
have a
knees.
bunch of references here.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Cool.
Hello, I looked away from the chat for a moment. Now I feel like I'm miles away.
Airship. In D&D.
Oh, Alex the Bean has a kitten. Called April.
Aww.
That's very cute. I want a kitten.
That's real cute. Yeah.
What about size? Can change things shrink between gnome and grow to giant size? That is a good question.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
think they are like a different size category. Like gnomes.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Unprofessional.
Apologies.
Jazz has gone to answer a phone call.
Jazz
if you
is
hadn't guessed.
Yes, Jazz is an adult at the moment, so she has to take actual phone calls. Unlike the rest of us, who are like, blobbing.
Okay. Well, that's kind of what the legs look like.
It is.
Just as a frame of reference. How's everyone doing?
Goat legs. In D&D, unlikely, but in your overall design, go nuts. Yeah, I think that is. I think a lot of things, especially with like something like change things, it really would depend on what your DM wants to do with them. Because like the book might be like, no, they can't do that. But if narratively you want them to be able to become a gnome or a Goliath, then like, why not? I got a monk genasi pirate. Oh, that would be cool. With genasi as well, you get to pick your flavor, So you
Flavour.
can kind of like make it work with the design you've got.
Oh,
I think monk genasi is real classic.
I know what I'm gonna do. to help
Genasi
me.
monk, great.
I'm struggling with what role to give them as a pirate.
I
So I'm
was
gonna look up
thinking-
the ship roles.
I was thinking the lookout.
I was as well.
Big telescope, like top of the thing, top of the rigging. Because like rangers, you got vision, right? That's your
Wow.
thing, and you often
Yeah.
have quite high perception and stuff. Gwing's perception is ridiculous. She sees
Seafarer's-
literally everything. I think her
Seafarer's
passive perception is 22,
Oh my god.
and it's 10 plus some stuff.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, flying pan. I just went on a art shopping spree, and now I have way too many things that I never knew I needed. It's
Oh, it's so. I love going to an art shop but also you come back with things that you don't need.
You pick up new hobbies at an art shop that you will do twice.
But I have to say, you know how people would talk about like retail therapy and everything? I love a good bit of retail therapy, but specifically in art shops.
In a craft
It
store.
makes me feel good. I get home, I'm like, look all this cool stuff I have to make. It's great.
Yes, Matt is drawing.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Right now, anyway. We might take it in turns, but he's gonna take on this first character.
I'm gonna do the navigator.
The navigator. What is? One would assume the navigator is the map guy.
The person, yeah.
Yeah,
But do they, like,
and
keep
uses
it-
like the sextant and compasses and
They
plots
keep
like.
track of like the stars,
stars
where
and
you
stuff,
are
yeah.
and stuff. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Because I can picture them having like a belt full of like scrolls and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, little like a compass belt
and like a sextant hanging off their belt. Yeah. I've always wanted a sextant.
What, you keep saying the word sextant. Like you need to explain.
I'm trying to say it as many times as possible.
I know.
The word makes me uncomfortable.
It's dangerously close.
There's another word that makes me uncomfortable that isn't actually an uncomfortable word. I can't remember what it is.
The sextant,
Then we
is
won't
that
say
the
it.
thing that's like two prongs and it's like walking legs and you do that on the map?
No, that is just a.
That's a compass?
I
Is that what they call it, a compass?
Oh,
not
I think
that
it's-
kind of
it's-
compass, but this kind of
didn't
compass.
we they have a different name. I think we made some at uni, right? They're both doing arm movements as if it's going to make the word come to us.
What is
my
it
God.
called? Calipers. Calipers.
We made some really bad calipers.
Yeah,
They
Oh.
were
they were like
terrible.
really big chunky wood things.
I don't know what
because
you,
they
talk-
were.
you were
made of
talking about. I
plastic.
still have
It was
mine.
like
Mine are
plastic.
wood.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine were made of plastic and they kept bending, so like it wasn't accurate. It was
No,
terrible.
mine were made of like MDF or something, but
Oh,
like it was
fair
like
enough.
kind of chunky MDF, so it was always too thick to actually be of any use.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun, dun, dun.
Sextants are like protractors on the bottom of a telescope or at the top, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, so they kind of look like that, and they've got
Remember.
like little
Some
refracting
people
mirrors
just know
there.
these things.
Y'all are so smart.
Oh,
You know
actually,
how,
no, was it
like-
like that?
I just know things about plants.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
most
yeah, 'cause,
people wouldn't know all of these details. Everybody's got that kind of thing.
Kimberly asked a question on our Tumblr the other
Yeah.
day, which was why does Gwing shoot with the left hand? Is it for aesthetic purpose? Because
Oh,
something,
I did
something,
have
something.
that.
And I was like, well, Kimberly, I'm not gonna lie, I've never thought about it, and I'm certain that I have drawn her shooting both left-handed and right-handed. So we'll
Yeah,
just
you don't
we'll
really
just
think about
ignore the continuity error. The music we're listening to, Sometimes Just Asked, is all by Will Savino. We're his, like a patron of his.
His
And
music is great.
with like his patronage, you get like
Patronage.
the use of all of his music, basically. Normally I have a little thing on screen, but I'm using a different overlay
Oh
today.
yeah, we're using a different one because you didn't like the other one.
I'm not sure what this exact song is called because it's we made a big playlist of all of them, so it's mushed together. But they're all by Will Savino.
You should definitely check him out on Music D20.
Music D20 is his
Yeah.
website, I believe, but or
And
his Patreon. But I think
it is
he's Music
Patreon,
D20
yeah.
on Spotify as well.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think you can if you want to use his music whilst you're playing. I think he's got a Spotify. I might be wrong.
It's very good for creating an atmosphere.
Yes, she's ambidextrous. I don't know. Well, you probably can be ambidextrous with a bow, but I would imagine that it
Requires
it's-
a lot of
yeah, I'd imagine it's one of those things you have to pick. Like you've got a preference of one anyway.
Yeah.
But honestly, I hadn't thought about it until you said it, and I don't know if Alex had
Very
either.
good question.
Like maybe Alex has thought about it.
Who knows?
No, Kimberly, that was a good question, and I should have known the answer to it. Hey, Chaos. It is going good. How are you, my dude?
Hey, Chaos. Oh wow, I'm loving this already. Is that like a massive
Oh my
long
lord,
bearded
look at that.
thing?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Someone said ambidextrous in reference to Gwing, but I just remembered that you're ambidextrous.
I am slightly, yeah.
You say slightly, but like you have ability to use both hands, whilst I have barely. I can't use
can
one.
barely use one.
So, like you draw with your left and you write with your left.
Yeah.
But you do everything else with your right. Like you use
Yeah.
knife and fork the right way round, and you like.
I play tennis with
I was
my
gonna
right
say, like,
hand.
Right way around.
Well, like with your right,
Whoa.
That's debatable.
and you.
I love doing that to
You,
people.
you do sports with your right hand as well, don't you? I vaguely
Sports.
remember. Like if you have to swing something.
I mean, you don't do sports though, do you?
Whoa. Okay.
In the whole time I've known you, I think I've once seen you do sports, and that was like we were all throwing a frisbee on a field.
Yeah,
So-
I think you're in harem pants as well.
Yeah.
What's wrong with harem pants?
Nothing. I love them.
Right.
Great.
I don't know what.
just-
What did that add to
It's
the
the
situation?
visual, I think.
Hmm?
I think it was the visual. I
Yeah,
think the
just
harem
to,
pants
like-
set you up for not actually being prepared to do sports that day. You know what I mean? They're not running trousers.
Whoa, hey,
Yeah.
they are indeed running trousers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone in the chat just went, "You do sports?"
Wow,
no,
why is
we
everyone
do.
zooming into
No,
me?
but I think it's because they're saying they don't do sports, right? You're like, wait, you actually do
No,
sports?
none
Like,
of us do
no,
sports.
no.
There was a short period of time where I went for a run a lot. I don't like running, so I don't do that anymore. That was about as close to sports as I've done.
It's hard to be sporty. It really is. Some people are just unnaturally sporty, right? I don't get that.
In honor of Torlin, I've been calling harem pants jazzy pants.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
They are quite jazzy.
Oh.
I use the word jazzy a lot to describe
And
things.
every time you do, I'm like, yes, hello.
Hello?
And you're like, no, I'm using
like,
it as a describing word, not as a you word. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but to be fair, most things I would describe as jazzy are also quite jazzy. You know,
Like,
most
in my aesthetic.
most jazzy things are like colourful or bright or
Like
like
green.
fun. You know,
Yeah.
and that's jazzy.
I'm happy with that. That's good.
Chaos is 32 degrees Celsius. You're dressed in all black and boots.
Don't do that. Stop it.
It's the summer goth
Summer
aesthetic.
goths, I just,
No,
Good
stick
lord.
with it. You can do it.
I'm just.
You can make it through another summer.
I'm just worried about your health. Please drink water and don't get overheated. It's
We
not fun.
we here in the UK have had maybe 2 weeks of summer. I'm not even in the way that we're like,
how it
lol,
always
British
happens.
summer's a bit crap. But like we had last week, it was maybe 30 degrees for the whole week solid. And then it started raining again, and since then it's not been above 15.
Yeah.
And it has been raining solidly. And it's August in like 2 days. And I've
It's
been
August tomorrow.
It's August tomorrow, and I've been able to wear my Doc Martens all year so far.
That's crazy.
It got
I cannot fathom wearing Doc Martens right now.
Well, it got to
Especially
about,
my
It got
ones.
to about May, and I was like, I'm going to have to work out what I'm going to wear in my summer shoes, because I've been wearing Doc Martens for 6 months at that
Yeah.
point, and I don't like trainers because the bases are always thin and I can feel the floor.
That's
But
not
it-
proper
it,
trainer though. That's like a plimsoll.
Yeah.
I
But, like, it
love
turned-
that word. Sorry.
Plimsoll.
Plimsoll.
So
But it turned out that the winter just carried on right through, so I've not needed to worry. So here we are. That was a very
Here we are.
boring side story
no,
about
I
my
think
Doc
that's
Martens.
great.
No, I
mean,
was
It's a genuine like.
tethered.
He'll hydrate.
Hell
We've
hydrate.
gotten so much rain in the last 3 days. Are you by any chance in the UK? Because
I think-
us two.
I think
No.
I'm terrible.
The-
Look, I think
McKines?
Nick is.
McKines.
I think
I think
Nick
it is
from the
McKines.
UK.
I was actually referring to Nikima, couple up.
Is there anybody here right now who's from the UK and understands our weird torrential rain
Oh my
situation?
Lord. Like, I remember being a kid as well and being like, well, you know, British summer's a bit cold. Like,
I
it's
remember
not.
being a child.
Like, it's never as warm as we get hot now. But also, what is this rain?
Yeah,
this
I
is.
don't-
It went from
It's one or the
spring
other.
to autumn.
Mm.
I'm Aussie, my dude.
Oh
there
yeah,
you go. Aussie.
they're Aussie. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Makima's
see,
from
I'm
Denmark.
Oh, there we go, look, flying pan, yeah.
But Wiggle Sloth is from the UK and yeah,
Nice.
nice.
When I was a kid, I didn't go on holiday to any other countries. I went on holiday to the UK, so I'd only ever experienced
UK
English
weather.
weather. And so, a summer was quite warm to me. Until I went abroad and experienced real heat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And now our summers.
Yeah. Global warming.
It's been rainy season here, and it's raining hard for weeks now. Oh, do
goodness.
you live in a place with like rainy season and dry season? Because my brother lived in Vietnam for a long time,
Wow.
where the seasons are rainy season and dry season, and that's it. It's either raining or it's hot, which is interesting.
God, yeah, there has been a lot of flooding, like, just
a lot.
everywhere.
A lot. It's not good.
My heart goes out.
I'm not looking forward to moving next month. Oh, Kimberly, you're moving.
Oh God, yeah, you are.
Because
Good
I'll
luck
be
with
glad
that.
to be in
Yeah,
a new
good luck.
place, but it's
It's,
going to be so hot because Utah's summer.
Oof.
Yeah. If you're moving within your state, like still in Utah, oof, spicy.
That's a spicy boy. Sorry.
Yes, it is Matthew drawing.
Hello.
Moving is incredibly stressful. I've had to do it far too many times in the past few years, and I just don't. If I could, I would do it on my own because it's other people that stress me out when I'm moving.
I have lost so many of my belongings in various moves because, like, when we left uni,
Yeah.
I split up a lot of my stuff and put it in
Right.
different
Yeah,
people's houses
yeah, me
because
too.
no one person had enough space for
Yeah.
me to dump all my shit
Yeah.
in. And so, like, I just lost boxes of stuff that are probably in someone's attic somewhere.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Ooh, Moths moving
to
to
New York. Oh, that is
Wow,
exciting.
that's real fun.
and I'm excited for seasons. Yeah, I think New York's
Wow.
got quite a similar, like...
They get snow in the winter. don't
Yeah,
they
it's quite similar to
Like
the UK.
nice.
They get snow in the winter and it gets hot in the summer.
Yeah.
It's quite similar to
Oh,
UK
yeah, I've
temperature.
experienced New York in the summer, and it does get quite sweltering because it's very.
It's
if you're
city.
in the cementy.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
being in this like middle of London.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gross.
I don't know why we're not making our like tarmac white because
You can't look at it. You just be
I know
blind.
you
Yeah.
can't look at it, but it's really good for like cities because it keeps them cool. And
Or like at least a light grey.
yeah. I
could
see like
make
people
it-
like spraying like their
Yeah.
tarmac in America with like it's just like black paint or something. It just traps so much heat. I don't know why that suddenly
Spicy
crossed my mind. I'm just very aware of
Beth, you'll find
infrastructure.
your stuff when all the wizards move in and bring all their shit with them. It's not even the wizards that ended up with my stuff. It was like various family members
Yeah,
and
it's
some of
like-
Matt's family as well.
Uncle so and so, granddad so and so. Oh, I've got a spare room. Just like
Yeah, can I just dump
shove
some?
that in there. I'll come back for it at some point, and then you forget.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time.
Maybe
Here's
you
a
turn it at that
question.
angle.
Have you all drunk enough water today?
I'm certain I haven't.
Well,
I'm certain I've never drunk enough water. I do need to raid their attics, but the thing is, I don't know what I've lost. You know, every now and then I'll be like,
yeah. Oh, I feel like I had this at one point.
Yeah,
Where's
did I-
my
a lot of times I'm like, maybe I just like got rid of it or like donated it or whatever when I moved because I didn't think I needed it anymore.
Yeah.
But maybe it's in so and so's attic. Who knows?
Yes.
Also, my dad's got a bad habit of throwing away my things if I leave them in his
That's
house.
rude. How rude. Yesterday I saw a really cool thing on Facebook. I hate Facebook so
I was going to
much,
say,
but every
can
now-
you see cool
Yeah,
things
but
on
see,
Facebook?
this is the thing. Every now and then I go on there just to see, like, oh, who's had a baby now or whatever, you know, just because I'm interested, and then I get very quickly uninterested. But the point is, I saw a Jaffa cake, and it looked really like a massive cake, with like, it just looks really yummy. And I
Didn't
want
your
it.
mum make you a really big Jaffa cake for your birthday once?
My mum, yes, yeah, she did. It was the best cake I've ever had
That sounds
because I don't
amazing.
really like typical cake. I don't like Victoria sponge, because I think it's just dry and lame. Unless it's really full of jam and cream.
Yeah, you're all of a sudden everyone's yelling. The webtoons did just update.
It did.
Yes, I was just about to say.
If you leave to read it, you have to come back. Okay? You have
Or-
to come back.
Or just read
Do it
it
at the
while
same
you're here.
time.
Well, some
I
people
can
might
read
be
it
like.
out. No, I'm not going to do that.
Some
That's
people might be
spoiling.
like on their phones watching the stream and then have to leave. You have
That's
to come
true.
back.
Right,
Come
yeah.
back.
Come back, please.
Ooh,
In case
I
anyone's
love
wondering,
that.
Matthew's mum is basically Molly Weasley.
Can I ask, what is Alabaster? I know I should
Alabaster.
know.
Oh,
Alabaster College.
But it's, yeah.
it's a place, isn't it?
I
What's
don't
an
know
Alabaster?
either. Is it?
It sounds like it's either, like,
It sounds like it's
Is
the
it
beginning of a
medieval
slur.
thing?
Is it the name of the college?
is it, oh, probably. I read it as
Can you
an
tell
Alabaster
that
College.
Jenny does the writing?
Yeah, so I thought it was either something medical or an underwater creature, an alabaster. But it's probably just the name of
I
the
didn't know it was
college.
like a word. I thought it was like a
I've
name of a
heard
place. I
Alabaster
did not know
before.
that.
I'm gonna
I think I've
search
heard
it.
it before.
I
If
like
I had my phone,
words.
I'd Google it. I'm sure you're all about to tell
Let's
us, but the
see.
stream lags a little bit.
Alabaster is a fine-grained, massive. It's a type of stony type thing. It's a building material, I would say. So the building is made of like a fine-grained quartzy.
Right.
Of course, Kimberly does know. Alabaster is a kind of stone. It's white.
Well, there you go. A variety of rocks, says Google.
A variety of rocks. There you
Well,
go.
now I know. It's not an underwater creature.
I don't know if we should tell you this, but the woman that's in Chapter 0, the woman that's in this update, isn't Rosa.
I think we've said this before, yeah, because everyone keeps thinking that. And
It's not Rosa.
which is why we have to change
But
the design.
we can't tell you who it is because we don't know. Only Jelly knows. And in fact, none of us knew anything about what happened then until we made Chapter 0. The lady's hair is no longer green, yes.
Oh, you
Yeah.
noticed that too? Oh no.
Uh-huh. The
Um,
hair colour got fixed, it did indeed.
do you have a name for this character that you're drawing now?
I
Or
do
is
not.
That too much to ask?
I do not have a name yet,
Maybe
but I
we
can
should
probably
get-
think of one.
We could get the chat to
Yeah,
help
does
us
the
figure
chat
out
have a name?
Yeah, if this was your character, what would you call it? Think about some names.
Pirate, Ranger,
Alabaster. No, I'm just checking that in right.
Convict,
Just for consideration.
Alistair.
Alistair.
I like that
That's a
name.
good
So-
name.
Moth, like completely irrelevantly, said that name in the chat.
Weird.
Alistair.
That's a good name. I like
It's a
that
good
name.
It's a good. It's kind of piratey as well.
Yeah, Alistair.
Alistair.
Alistair
Alistair.
Moody. That's why we've heard it
Oh,
before.
that's why I've heard it in that voice as well. Because
Does
it'll
he know
be
a-
Content.
Is
be
there a-
Dumbledore saying Alistair. Alistair.
No, that's how he says his own name.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
got
remember
that
him
accent.
referencing his own
He does.
name.
Because he writes
Doesn't-
on the board. Alistair Moody, Ministry Malcontent.
Right.
I was brought here because Dumbledore asked me.
Dumbledore
Goodbye,
asked
the
me.
end. Any questions?
Dumbledore has a bit of an accent, doesn't he?
He
the-
does,
in
yeah.
the-
He
yeah.
does, yeah. But the way you were saying
They
it.
should be called.
Right.
Oh my lord, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I should. How do you pronounce his name?
Bjorn.
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 I have seen it written down a lot, and I've heard probably people say it, but I am bad with words.
Words that you've never
Very
heard
bad.
before.
I have a question.
Alistair
DJB.
Bloomfield, Alistair Creed.
Shoot.
Alistair Creed is good because it's also AC like Assassin's Creed, and there's
yeah.
a pirate version of
That's
that
funny.
game, and the character in it's like kind of, no, they're kind of roguey, but like either way. Alistair Creed is Alex's main bad guy in Heartless. Is it?
Is it really?
Is it really?
We should know this.
Have I seen the bad guy? I think I've probably watched all of them, but they're older now.
It has been a while.
You didn't know. Right, okay. We can't call it Alistair Creed then.
How do you find
Alistair
people to
Creed
play D&D
is the head of the
with?
jury. Tits! Look, you were the ones that were coming up with this name. Someone suggested that in the chat.
Yeah.
You did this.
Don't call us out now.
Okay, no. We'll have to come up with a different name.
Honestly, we stumbled across playing D&D with each other, so like, I would just be honest, because like, I went to work not long ago and I just mentioned the word D&D and 2 colleagues were like, we want to play.
is that your current job?
Yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Matt has an adult job right now where he works with other adults, so that's surprising to me. I mean, we found people to play through uni. My little cousin plays with people at school. But like, I've heard people like meet all sorts of ways. Like, if you're looking to play online, there is a channel.
Wow! Thank you,
Hangout.
Angus Little.
Whoa, heck yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
So
My
kind.
dude.
I see. We didn't suggest it. We were just talking about him.
Bosun
And y'all missed the
Scribble.
context and took the name. I'm very sorry.
Bosun Scribble's good, because
Bosun
bosun is
Scribbles.
actually a title of like a role on the ship. What is a
it?
bosun?
A bosun.
I just know that it's a role.
Are
Hang
you
on, let me
making
look
this
it up.
Matthew?
No.
He did just have a look.
I did
did
just get
have
up
a
a
list
list
up.
of
Sorry, Marth. I should pay more attention.
awesome. Let's
I was
just
saying something before
Google
when
the word.
What were we talking about before Angus was very generous?
I'm just scrolling back through the chat. Something will spark it. Oh, how do you
A ship's officer in
play
charge of
D&D?
equipment and the
Oh,
crew.
right, yeah.
There is actually a chat on our Discord server where you can like meet other people who want to play. If you're looking to play online, that is. It might be a good place to start. But it really depends on the sort of area that you live in and if you're still like in education. Because I think if you're still in education, it's much easier. Turns out there's a lot more people than you would imagine that want to play.
Yeah.
You just have to find them. Maybe you could put up one of those little posters, like with the little tearaway tickets. That's like, do you want to
those
play
are so
D&D?
I wish we had those in our school. I think that's quite an American thing, the ticket thing.
Yeah, I think it's quite a 90s thing.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I just watched too much 90s American television.
Yes, you
That
do.
was almost entirely what was on our TV,
That is
though.
true. Yeah, okay. So don't blame me. Blame the people that put it on the TV and then sit me in front of the TV.
Oh, Kimberly says one of the things I'm most excited for about my new apartment is having a spare room to host D&D if I want to. Oh,
Whoa,
fun.
nice.
being able to host like in your own house is great.
Can we come?
Oh, because you don't have to like
We
lug
would
around
have
all
to-
your books
Travel. Yeah.
to Texas.
Will you host us in Texas?
We will
If
not
we
do that
pay
to
for
you.
your flight, no.
No.
We do not
Leave
have the
poor-
money.
Leave poor Kimberly alone. The D&D room. We were talking about a while ago having one of those, or Jenny was talking about this, having one of those big D&D tables where you've got like, you know, it's the table, but there's like extra little pockets for like your
Yeah.
drink and your dice or whatever on the sides, so you don't have to like. Because the thing is, when a lot of us have digital sheets now, or like can't sit still for more than 30 seconds, so have like a notebook or a sketchbook for like to,
Fidgets and
yeah,
stuff.
there's always like a lot of extra shit on the table. So having those little extra pockets for your stuff would be great. Look, little snack pocket. Oh, fantastic.
A
Yum,
snocket?
Stop it.
A snocket.
I think between us, the wizards, none of us have got a table big enough to fit everyone. Like, Amy's got the one that's probably big enough to fit 6 when we do a wizards meeting
Yeah, but not big enough for
to play D&D round.
9.
There are, however, a ridiculous number of us. Like, too many. Well, there's so many of us. I don't know how many.
9.
9. At the moment, we're playing online, so it's a little bit less.
Oh my god, I really
Some
want
are
to tell
more demanding,
everybody
actually.
about how funny the last session was. But
Oh
I
my
can't,
goodness.
like, give away any spoilers.
It was
We're so
very
fun.
Mina
good.
had a great time.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna
she
say.
fucking did,
I
didn't
had
she?
a great time.
Not in that way, chat. Get out,
What
get out of
What
there.
is she? What?
We
I
haven't
didn't
even-
see
No, I just thought,
anything
no, I
yet.
know. I just thought I'd say it.
Oh. Oh. Hey. Blah, 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 blah.
I've met their
Hey.
D&D group in a comic book shop. Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
common. I think that's where Liam plays as well.
Oh,
Well, he
yeah, I mean,
he
you
he
used to
started
in, weren't
yeah
there?
he
I don't
started
know.
his first thingy in a comic book shop.
Yeah.
I heard Hey Wizards, guess what? A group of us that met because of High Hopes is about to hit 1 year of a campaign. Wow!
Whoa.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You would have had a D&D baby by now.
You wish you many
You would
more
have had a
years.
D&D baby.
A D&D baby?
The D&D baby would be 3 months old. Or like,
I
what is
see.
it, 12 weeks? Because they always count baby ages in weeks. Until they're like 2. That is very cool though. I can't believe that we're almost at 6 years
Yeah, that's
under our
crazy.
campaign.
Wow.
We've not played nearly as much as we used to in the last 3 years, like since we left. But it is like a 6-year-old. It'll be 6 years in like December or something.
Oh, it was actually, funnily enough, it was March, I believe, when we started playing. Yeah, because I have notes from the very first
Roll note. Sorry.
session.
It's like 5 and a bit years then. I thought we started playing in around Christmas.
You alright?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just thinking.
I left you space to say
Rectangle
something.
Oh no, he's got like those. Have you ever seen goat eyes? They've got like those weird double pupils. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's like 2 circles. rather than
Yeah,
rectangles.
you should check out Goat Eyes. They're cool.
They're pretty cool. They're kind of
You
weird.
can
but
find
they're
them
cool.
over at goateyes.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Goat Eyes, the
Get your own pair.
natural sponsor of this.
Have you been listening to
No.
Dear Hank and John?
Yes, I have.
Amazing.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I relate so much to. I cannot remember which one,
John.
but their existentialism and
It's
like the
John.
whole like I can't think about space kind of thing.
Yeah, that's John.
just me all
Yeah.
over.
No, you do give me like John does. Yeah, you two are like at one.
Just,
That one.
but I also just really admire Hank Green's like knowledge and he's just really, really like really intelligent, but also explains it in a really good way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not condescending
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
he's
just
really,
good.
smart,
Yeah.
but not in a way that's like I'm better than you. In a way that's like let me teach you this thing so that
Yeah,
you can know
yeah.
it too if you're interested.
Yeah, it's very good. Y'all should listen
Would
to that.
definitely recommend. I mean, if you're on the internet, you don't know who the Vlog Brothers are. I mean,
Yeah, like,
but like
where are you? What
I
have you been doing
would
with your life?
recommend their podcast very much. So it's like it's currently my like comfort podcast. If I'm like walking somewhere, I'm like I'll just put on a really old episode of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm listening to it from the beginning at the
Oh,
moment,
God,
so
wow,
I'm
yeah.
like on episode 10 or something maybe. But they've just had the guests on, and I'm on the first episode where John's back.
Oh no!
And they keep talking about paper towels, and I'm like, man, that was years
Oh my god,
ago.
that is old.
Yeah.
Jesus. I've been listening to them backwards because like I listened to all the up-to-date ones and I was like, well, I have to. So I'll just like go onto the Spotify and just like do this, like just scroll wildly
Yeah.
and then click on one I've not heard before. Katie, hello. I fell asleep listening to you guys.
Aw,
Oh,
Katie, I miss you so much.
and welcome back to the world of the wake.
Yeah.
Damn it. If only I knew I'd have screamed really loud.
Katie!
Katie, wake up!
Aren't goat eyes horizontal lines?
Look,
Your goat
Look,
eyes are like.
I know what
perfect
goat eyes look like, but I'm not.
look, this is from the imagination. That does not currently have any references, so
Give me a
Give
break.
him a break, jeez.
I can't.
Give me a kick.
I can't draw a human body without a reference, and I look at those every day, let
Oh, yeah,
alone a
same.
goat person.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Goat person.
The
Sorry.
goatiest guy around. Welcome to the Shrieking Wizard Co, sponsored by goats
All goats
and
are
goat
sponsored.
eyes, goat pupils.
What's the name of the company that sells the goat eyes?
Goaticus.
what?
For all your goating needs.
Goaticus.
Oh my lord.
Subscribe now and you get a free packet of goat's cheese.
What happened to the goat's eyes? Why are we not getting a free packet of goat's eyes?
No, because it's a charity to preserve goats and their eyes.
I thought you could buy them, or did I make that up?
You made that up.
Oh man,
Mine is like a
I have
charity
not
to
been
look after goats.
paying attention to the narrative.
But they will
Sorry,
give you
goats.
goat cheese, but it's organic goat cheese and the goats are treated well.
I'm trying to read the chat, and also I
I'm
can
so
hear
sorry.
background goat noises.
I'm so sorry.
Christ. Chaos says that they give all their characters birthdays to match like the real calendar.
Cute.
So tomorrow is their bard / sorcerer's birthday.
Awesome.
I think even though the months have different names in
It's
Arcaden, they
they're
do roughly match up
Translate
to.
to us, yeah.
Well,
our first characters, I think. And then, like, my second character, I was like,
oh
well,
no,
it can't be the same. So.
we rolled dice.
We did?
Yeah.
No, we chose. We
No,
chose.
I
when we
rolled.
wanted to. Oh,
I
did
rolled
you?
dice. Yeah.
Oh,
Jenny
I
was like, just
chose.
roll 2 numbers and tell me what they are.
Oh, I chose, I think.
She was like, roll a D. I don't know.
Roll a D.
Because we made it so that the months of the year would, it kind of is like zodiacs where they have personalities, and so we chose the ones that best fitted our
Jenny
characters.
just made me pick a month. But we did recently have Gwing's. I say recently. It wasn't that recent at all, but Gwing's birthday in game, and then Mina's birthday in game, I think. As well.
Oh no, we haven't had Mina's birthday
Mina's.
yet.
Someone else's.
We might have accidentally missed it, or it's coming up. But it was. It's
Oh my
it's
lord!
soon.
Kimberly, that is a good point. With new people being introduced to High Hopes, Low Rolls on WEBTOONs, be prepared for a lot of comments quoting Panic at the Disco. Man, there was. When that song came out, the amount of people that were like, "Hey, have you heard this song?"
Of
Would be
course
like,
we have.
Yes, I have.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course we have.
First of all,
it's a bop.
of
Love it.
It's a bop.
However, I heard it so many times that I can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
It was played at me a lot, and also it was on the radio a lot. And I think I had like a job around that time it came out.
Oh yeah.
So it was like on a lot. I can't hear it anymore.
That's fair. I'm trying to draw a space scene.
Ooh.
Gonna read High Hopes on WEBTOONs. Yeah. There, the next update is up now.
Go and check it out, boy.
We are very close to reaching the monetization goal in our first month.
Please help us reach the monetization goal. If you do help us, you get some free goat's cheese in the mail.
You don't. I mean, imagine how gross that would be to
False
receive a
advertising,
packet of goat's cheese
Okay,
in the post.
I'm sorry.
Especially if you live, say, where Kimberly does in Texas,
Oh, man,
where
that'd
it would
be
just
Oh god,
arrive
it would
in,
just
like,
be liquid.
Just like a soggy, sort of sweaty packet
Yeah.
of cheese.
Okay, but
No,
if you
you
do
don't want
help
that.
us get to that goal, then I will personally
Fly some goat's cheese over.
personally over the internet on the stream, I will sing you a song about goats and cheese.
Yes. So, Moth, you can monetize WEBTOONs.
Nice one, buddy.
The thingy on it is 10,000. Oh no, I think it's only 1,000 subscribers. Actually, weirdly, it's not that many. And then 40,000 US page views in a month. I'm not sure if it's per month that you started or per month on them. So we might not actually make it this month because today is the 31st. But yeah, for some reason it only counts American viewers, which is weird because WEBTOONs is Korean, I believe.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's.
I did not know that.
But it only counts US page views. Like maybe
I don't know what I would have assumed anyway.
Like maybe it's to do with like American eyes are better for advertisement.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
also, wouldn't you, like YouTube, have regional advertisements where you just
Yeah.
have an advertisement space and then you can put your thing in it in the region that you
Yeah.
live in?
Weird.
But either way, oh hello Ink.
Hey, Ink,
I want
how's it
some
going?
Shrieking Wizard branded goat's cheese. Maybe it's some like. Does it have to be goat's cheese? I feel like also I don't like cheese anyway, and I am kind of allergic to it now. So, but I feel like goat's cheese is one of the more unpleasant varieties.
I really
What if
like
I-
it.
Because it kind of tastes goaty.
Okay, look, I've never had goat's cheese, and I know that's very
Really?
bad because I'm supposed to like know everything
cheese
about
lord.
cheese. But like,
I don't know
what
if I trust you anymore, Jazz.
No, don't. Please don't do that to me. I can't deal with an existential crisis right now. Anyway, what if I said to you that I created a goat's cheese that was vegan, right?
I mean, I would try it.
It's like inspired by goats, and the goats they egg you on and they motivate you while you're making it, and that's why you can still call it goat's cheese. But what I'll call it is like votes cheese or something because it's vegan. I'll call it motor goat cheese.
Oh, dude, I'm giving this guy
Hey, Moth,
horns.
thanks so much.
May Bulbo be upon you all.
May Bulbo be upon you too.
Thank you very much, Moth.
Thank you.
I was packing some orders the other day, and I packed an order for a person whose name I recognise. And as I was packing, I was like, should I leave a note on this that says, May Bulbo be upon you? I didn't in the end, because I really hoped that they would have got the quote, because they did order some of the TV postcards in their thing.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I thought it might have been ominous, okay? Because I feel like May Bulbo be upon you. It is a...
Pee upon you?
That would be
that is the new quote now. We're getting a new shirt.
No, you don't
That is the
want
quote
that.
now.
Oh, no.
It's changed.
Yeah.
You've done this. You
You've
wrote
made
this into history.
Bulbo be...
Ew. We are so childish.
Ham or cheese or pea.
Ham or cheese
Who or what is Bulbo?
Oh my goodness.
Christ, see, this is what I mean.
No, don't. Oh,
Bulbo. So Bulbo is a character from a TV. No, I don't know if we actually named that thing.
What?
The TV thing.
Well, we just called it
Same
TV.
TV. It was
Yeah.
a one shot
Station.
that we played. You can find it on this channel.
You
we
should-
played the whole of the one shot live if you want to listen to it. But he's a character from that, a ridiculous character, a side NPC that Jenny made, and we clung to him to dear life. As you do, you know, there's at least one in
Yeah.
every campaign.
We always do that is happening.
Yes, no one. Great.
Nobody pee on each
No
other,
one
right?
pee on anyone, please.
Don't do that.
unless
Especially Bulbo. I don't think he's a clean man. I'm just saying.
unless it's
Unless
with oh god, when someone gives you permission, consent.
Consent.
Unless it's Jeffrey Bezos, then
Still feels
I
weird.
won't say anything. I won't. Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, end of that story. I didn't write May Bulbo be upon you
Be upon
on
you.
that person's order, just in case they weren't a member of this weird cult.
Also, if it was like someone like a mom buying it for their child,
Yeah,
and
I
she
didn't-
was like,
what is this weird company that you've made me order
I'm
from?
just gonna return this.
Only pee on people if it's consensual. Yes, exactly, Mo.
Yeah.
You get us. Get
Yeah.
Good lad.
Arwen, we're not intentionally a part of the cult. I think what happened is we stood still for too long and then a cult formed around us.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens nowadays,
to
right?
happen a
If
lot,
you don't keep moving, cults just appear.
Around you, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It can be a little bit alarming sometimes, but
As long as you're not hurting anybody,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that there's a problem.
I
Yeah,
do
no.
not consent to the piss. Yeah,
yeah,
no, me neither. I'm good.
I'm with you on that one.
A minute ago, I had to allow a comment in that had the word pee in it.
Oh,
But this
wow.
one, where it says, I do not consent to piss, that one's fine. That one can come
yeah.
in.
I mean, absolutely, yeah.
This is what I mean by
Nothing wrong with that.
YouTube's vaguely random, like, censoring of things.
Yeah.
Pee, no pee. Piss, fine.
Piss, yeah, piss away.
You can piss on everything.
Piss away.
Similarly to how they're like when you have to do it yourself, submit your own is this bad words report when you're uploading a
Right,
video.
Yeah.
As long as the swear word is after the first 30 seconds,
Yeah.
then it counts as a light profanity video. Like at 31 seconds you could say the word fuck.
And that's
But they'd be like,
good,
we're good with
yeah.
this. So
Crazy.
remember, lads. Wait 30.
Fuck after 31 seconds.
Yeah, after you just swear.
Fuck after 31 seconds.
What's happening today?
Well, It's a weird time to be alive at the moment, but I'm here to tell you that it's going to be okay. Things are really, really weird right now, but you will feel somewhat normal at some point in the future of this lifetime.
Yes, you can indeed swear in this thing. I will have to allow it, so as long as you don't start a video by saying fuck, it's good. Yeah, basically, you can swear after the first 30 seconds. The amount of times, actually, that I have had to censor out Matthew's swear words because he swears within the first 30 seconds. Like, it'll be one of the
That's because I like
few
starting
words.
everything with "don't say fuck or bugger."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, sorry.
Oh, tits. It's too late now. I have to often censor Matthew swears because he drops them right at the beginning. Drops the F.
I need some duct tape. Oh, I thought I saw a ghost then. It was your hair in the corridor.
I'm gonna. We're halfway through now, so I'm gonna drop back quickly to what we're actually doing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, if you've joined within the first 5 minutes where we explain what was going on, third person, are you counting to 30? Because we are an hour in. You can say the word fuck all you want. I will just have to allow it. In fact, if you keep counting, I might have to mute you because it's a bit annoying. Sorry. So we are currently. Matthew is currently drawing.
A pirate satyr ranger.
Because he rolled with our dice that
you can see on Instagram.
It's the new SWPOM.
Our SWPOM this month is a randomly generate your own D&D character.
Would you like me to explain it again in my
That would be very good, yeah.
enthusiastic-
I think you've got it down. You've got a script in your brain.
Hey everybody, it's me, Jazz. You might not have known that I was here, but I'm here. Hello. If you've just joined, you don't know about this wonderful sheet in the corner of the screen.
I'll make it a little bit bigger.
I said sheet, but my accent might have made
My
it sound
accent.
like poo. Anyway,
Excuse me.
anyway.
Bigger for a sec.
What?
I made it a bit bigger. For a
Oh,
second.
right, okay. So, whoa, you did. That's fun.
Wow.
I'm watching it happen. This is a prompt sheet, and it's the SWPOM prompt for August. You roll a d6 3 times, and it gives you 3 numbers, hopefully. You use those numbers to find out what randomly generated D&D character you're going to draw, or write a story about, or paint on your face. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Create some D&D character, or you could create their sheets.
Yeah, you
And
can
then
play
you've got a
them.
whole character ready to play. So if I were to roll 3 d6s and I got a 1, a 3, and a 5, I would make an Artificer, ASMR. What was the last question? Sky City. There you go. So, the top of the sheet is 1, the bottom is 6, or the other way around if you really prefer that. It's not strict, just have fun. And so Matt is currently drawing a
Pirate satyr ranger.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just in case you popped in after the first 5 minutes where I explained that, this little guy is sort of keeping at the bottom. If you can't read it properly, the big version is on our Instagram.
Yes, on our Instagram story. So go and check that out if you can't read what's on.
I was going to say can't read.
Mark, are you going to cosplay Borbo? Because I would love to see that.
100% would love to see that,
would be
please.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. Just don't, pee on anyone.
Well, I mean, consent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's your
unless they're
thing and
consenting.
It's in the privacy of your own
I feel like that goes
domain
without saying at this point.
and you're consenting and you're both adults and that's all good.
Oh no,
Don't
that's
worry.
a very good question, Flying Pan. You could, if you have drawn something and you want to show us, you can tag us in it, or do the hashtag SWPOM, or
Could they DM it to us?
I mean, only if your account is private would that be necessary.
Right,
But
yeah.
if you just tag us in the picture or
Yeah,
in the comments,
or in the story. Like if you're posting it on
yeah.
your story, you can tag us in the story, and that's great because then it's easy for us to share it on our story.
Yeah, that is true. If you
Yeah.
slap it in your stories, and I can
Hashtag
share them along.
Hashtag Shrieking Wizard Co. At Shriekingwizardco.
There's lots of variations on the Shrieking Wizard Co today.
We are very close to the business Instagram account where you get all the ability to share stuff and like you get a whole bunch of extra things and mainly it's like the link sharing is so close.
Not only is it great for us, it is also improves the quality of your viewing as a customer.
I know it actually does,
Well,
because
as a
instead of us
follower.
having to like send you around in circles, I can be like, here's the link.
Here's the thing.
Immediately
It makes
right
it so
here.
much easier for you.
No more pissing around,
Win-win.
running through links and finding us on other platforms. You just get it right there.
So hard.
Oh
yeah.
Lord, Martha, as if you needed to specify I'm not into piss.
I am not into piss.
My Borbo cosplay will be strictly interested in ham sandwiches, cheese sandwiches, and toast. That's
Excellent.
good to hear.
Yes.
Please do show us.
I'm sorry if you feel the need to have mentioned
Yeah,
piss
no,
at
don't
all.
worry. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't.
we're very awkward human beings, and sometimes we just get a bit carried away with things, and then and it's just a bit weird.
We
and
got
I'm
a bit
sorry.
high on life, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm also not
yeah.
particularly good at words.
Yeah, no, nor am I. We are not the words people here.
Especially if there's some sort of pressure, i.e. the
Yeah.
people you there on the internet who are presently watching us.
Yes.
There is pressure, so if I have to speak... What's the thing where you're not good at, like, pronunciating? Is that it? Like, you're not very...
Vocal.
diction.
Oh.
I don't know what the word
Like,
is.
I'm a big mumbler.
Yeah, me too.
Like, both in volume and in the words
I'm glad you
become
said
one.
that because sometimes you say something and I'm like, huh? Yeah, and then you'll like yell it.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't hear very well.
I am a mumbler, but you two are both kind of
Yeah.
deaf, so it doesn't help.
I realise, right, that I'm really bad at saying
Enunciation.
words.
That's the word. Thank you.
Enunciation. I'm really bad at enunciating words. I fumble. I don't mumble so much, but I fumble on words.
Bounce over.
Yeah.
Well, clearly you
But-
made up 2 different Shrieking Wizards.
Yeah, exactly. Shrinking
Yeah.
with
Toes and Shrieking
yeah.
Toe.
But if I speak really fast, I don't have enough time to think about it, and so I just say it.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is why, when you ask me to do an intro or explain something, I don't stop talking. I just keep going.
Something will come out.
Yeah, there's less time for me to screw up. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm a mumbler. I don't like noise, and so I myself...
Don't want to create it.
Yeah, I just would prefer if everyone were quiet, please. That would be great. I would appreciate that very much.
I mean, I completely 100% support you with that, but also as someone who's quite deaf, it's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree. Some people could be quieter, definitely. And you know,
That's your strength.
yeah.
Never let it go, but also help.
My strength is mumbling.
Actually, do you know what?
No, I mean people
I'm gonna-
shouting
no, I'm
and
gonna
being
take
loud.
that back. No, don't be quiet because other people tell you to. If that's just your personality,
I'm
Yeah.
very
there's nothing
sorry.
wrong with that.
Some
Very
people
sorry
just-
if people hear
Also,
that.
I'm just what I mean is people who are very obnoxious in like say someone just comes straight up to your face, Beth, and is like trying to explain the power of God to you. I don't
Oh
know.
no, don't.
Who knows?
I'm not gonna start on the pamphlet that came through our front door this morning.
Maybe we should steer clear
Yeah,
of
no.
that.
My lord.
It was interesting. Anyway.
It was just a pamphlet that was like talking about the end of the world, and it was a bit macabre and
Yeah.
not macabre. That's not the right word. It was just a
Easy at
bit.
talking to people,
miserable.
but if I read anything out loud, I get so out of breath. Me too.
Yeah,
Like
it's hard to-
I'm not good at talking, generally speaking. But if I have to read something, I immediately forget how to
breathe.
speak
Oh.
and like
Yeah.
what words look like. Like only when I read out loud is my dyslexia all of a sudden is in my face.
In your right in your
Like
brain,
I'll
yeah.
often be like, Matthew, tell me this word, and then like, I just
That's beautiful, Matt.
Thank you.
Really
I had a lot
nice.
of fun doing this.
Yay! I'm so glad.
I'm very fond of this like ink as well. This
it's
pen.
very
can I
nice,
not preach
isn't
about the
it?
wonders of Borbo. You may indeed. You preach away.
Very nice. Is this a? Did you
Pardon me.
download this to some...
No, it was already on.
You
it was
might
already
have to
on
make
here.
it a little smaller, just so that because I've cropped the screen somewhat.
Ah, okay, right. Give me
when you're done, that is.
one tidy moment.
We've been here for an hour and you've made this.
Managed.
It's
That's
very
pretty good timing.
very impressive. Also, we need to think of a name, don't we?
We do.
Oh,
I'm actually gonna just duplicate it because I don't want to reduce
Where
its
is that?
thing.
oh no!
Is
For
that?
God's sake, why does YouTube not ever remember the super chats? That's not good. Angus gave us a name suggestion. I'll just scroll back.
Oh, it was
That's
kind
more-
of. Oh, what was it?
It was Bosun
Scribble.
Scribble. Bosun Scribble.
There it is. Bosun Scribble.
There we go.
Yeah, I feel like we
It's a
should call
pretty good
call them
name.
that because.
Bosun Scribble.
Matt, what is the name
Yeah.
of that brush?
Oh,
I think it is
this
the
brush
dry
is called
ink
Dry
brush.
Dry
Ink.
ink in the inking section of Procreate. It's very nice. I might
Very
try
nice.
that actually.
That is Bjorn Bourbon. Bourbon is a good last name.
Bjorn is also a good name. Can they be like Borson? What is it?
Borson Bourbon.
Borson, Bourbon, Bjorn
The third.
the third.
The
Oh, that
third.
yeah, BBB, triple B the third.
Triple B.
Yeah, triple B the third.
Hello, my name's
Triple B.
My name is
Bosun Triple B.
Bourbon.
These all sound a little bit too much for
Sorry,
Bourbon now.
sorry.
Bourbon
That's really mean
biscuit.
of me.
Bourbon biscuits are quite nice. I like custard creams.
That's nice.
Kimberly, thank you.
Creams. Did you? It's not come
Aw.
up for me yet. Christ.
No clever thoughts today,
There
only
it
good
is.
vibes. That's
Like,
nice.
yeah.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Us too, Kimberly.
Yeah, that's a good vibe. Yeah.
It is a Saturday, and we are simply here for vibes.
We are simply just about alive.
What colour shall I make
I
this?
did like
It's
that
up.
colour
Do
you
you
had.
do you want to colour them, or do you want to do a sketch for another one?
Shall I do a sketch?
Well,
for another
you've
one?
got another hour, so
That-
it's up to you. Chat, what do
that
you want? Do you
hand
want to see a whole new
looks-
character,
looks
and
wrong.
then Matt
No,
can
it
finish
doesn't.
them off screen at some
It
point,
does look
or do you
wrong.
want him to finish this one?
Yeah.
I need to
Let's
fix.
just
It's up to
say.
you, because you're the ones that has to look at it.
Well, I've just
Shall-
noticed this
I mean,
arm,
if you're
so I'm
looking,
just
I'm
gonna
not sure if everyone watches.
go ahead and fix
I'm a
this.
listener when it comes to streams.
Yeah. Do you want to
Oh,
see
gosh.
Matt finish this or do a new one? Oh, we've got one for new character.
Oh, Orca Morka!
Thank you, Orca Morka.
I got Genasi as my role character, and I want to
Ooh.
know: do you wizards have a favourite Genasi of the four elements? Also, love the Satyr Man.
Air, 100% air, because I just Mina and
All right.
it's a good aesthetic and
I-
their things, their
Yeah.
features are really
Their
good.
features are really good and they're really useful. I don't know, because they all are really cool, like aesthetically.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, I might say Earth actually, which is again, feels biased. But Earth Genasi's like
Like,
in the book are like either they can be like made of earth or they can be made of like hard gem.
whoa,
So they can be
really?
like
Yeah,
black
like
I did not know
onyx
that.
or like
Yeah.
crystal.
That
I
is
suppose they could be
cool.
made of any sort
kind
of
of
element
earth material, yeah. So you could have like an earthy genasi that grows plants on them, or
as a
you
druid, that would be
or
really
you
cute.
could have like an onyx, like pure black.
Yeah, oh, that'd be so cool.
Check that.
Somebody
cool
asked
ones.
if Matt could do a genasi as the next one.
I mean,
How do you feel about that?
there is still then an option for you to pick which kind,
Yeah.
I am using the
or
wrong
is that
thing.
cheating? Should you roll?
This is the
Well, I
ink thing.
mean, the
Pretty
chat
cool.
have been asking about
It's true. New
it,
character.
so I feel like I
Let's
mean,
get a
if
new
you feel like
character.
you,
Yeah.
if you feel like you could,
Maybe a Beth
do-
character. Oh, I can have a go. I'm not very good at drawing from scratch.
Yeah, no, nor am I.
Or like with eyes on me. I like references and time.
Yeah.
Um.
What do you want to do,
Earth
Matt?
Genasi.
I quite like the dice.
You wanna roll again?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing today. This is all Matt. I'm doing a lot of the speaking. Because if I start drawing, then I will stop using my words.
Thank you, Tots.
Tots, I haven't been able to watch streams lately, but I'm on my way to Nashville today, so I
Whoa.
can watch from the car. Happy to be here. Happy to have you.
I've been to Nashville.
I hope you enjoy your time in Nashville, whatever you're doing now. I'd like you to roll. Yeah, do another roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we all roll one again?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I'm
you do the
just
first
Alright,
one.
let
this
me
time.
get our little
fix
thing
that
up a little
on.
bigger so I can see what's going on.
There we go. That looks better.
If we get Genasi, then maybe the chat can help us pick which kind.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks way.
So, do you want to
right.
roll for class?
Yeah.
Matt could do race this time, and then I can roll for theme. Or whichever one, I can't remember.
I got 3. I got Druid.
Druid's always fun.
Oh, Matt, you want to do yours?
Okay. I don't think there's anything in that layout. Okay.
Still fiddling.
You're doing the race. Oh,
3.
3 again.
3 also.
Ooh.
That's
ASMR.
Oh. Okay.
If you need references, I can get them up. Oh,
Sorry.
The
Like,
Druid
oh.
ASMR. Oh, ASMRs are like the angel-y people.
Mm.
Oh, another
3
3.
again.
3.
Underwater. Do you want to read it?
ASMR underwater.
Well,
Think about that for a
they're
second.
angels. They're not fiery, I don't think.
Well, I don't know if there's like a. Let
I
me
thought
have a
ASMR
look
had
for
wings,
you.
didn't they?
Sorry about the thonk. The dice, as previously
Oh.
mentioned, is absolutely massive.
Yeah, they're very.
Oh, I
look at
see, they
that.
can
You
have
Yeah,
wings.
so you can have like a sort of a dark one or a light one.
Okay.
They're
I like
like
the look of the dark ones. They're, like,
fallen
really-
angels. I'm doing air quotations.
Underwater.
So you've got a druid ASMR underwater. The cool thing is though is that you can have so like a druid is of the earth, but it doesn't have to be like plants and stuff. It could be like of the ocean.
Yeah, like
Seaweed.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Much like if you're like a witchy person, you can be like witchy of the woods, but you can also be like an ocean witch. Like if your
Yeah.
shit is like living
Yeah.
by the sea and like shells and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this.
My gut does not like me today. Sorry. Just going to point out in case anyone's heard.
Coral genasi, yeah. See, yeah, like if you had like a water genasi, they could be like all corally or like. I had this idea for a water genasi the other day, where they had like a water bubble hair, like, but they had fish living in it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They had like a goldfish. Like maybe they were like a ranger, so they had a pet and it was a fish and it lived in their hair. You could be half ASMR, half merfolk.
Oops, sorry.
Maybe they live like, maybe they've made their own little underwater like hidey spot. This is a good one. Oh, I've still got the thing really big. Let me make that smaller. Ugh.
Bum, bum, bum.
What are you eating?
Oh no.
Nothing.
She
I'm
got
drinking Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max, not Coke. How dare I?
Yeah, how dare you? You know me. It's always Pepsi Max. Bum, 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 bum,
Why are we
Seafoam
singing
Skelly
this?
says it's such a good idea. I may actually have to make a D&D character like this.
Do
Yeah,
it.
it's like take some of the. I actually think that, or often I find, if I have a limitation, I'm more creative.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if someone's
I have to stick
like,
to something specific.
Make anything you want. I'm like, there's too many options here, and I give up. But if there's like really strict limitations, then you can be really creative with like within the boundaries that you've got. It's fun. You just don't watch yourself.
I'm not watching myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking.
He's
I'm
thinking.
just looking in the direction of the comment section.
ASMR. They're kind of like human shape, so you could just start with people shape until you
Yeah.
get to the colouring bit. I think that's because their
Yeah.
eyes and their wings, if anything, if it has wings, is the only real like variation from
Yeah.
human. So just like a human shape. Underwater.
Gosh, this is kind of tricky.
Do you want me to leave some reference up here? Or would
Oh, I
you
hate to be a
rather not?
killjoy, but I would like to gently advise you of a workers' rights boycott happening against Freight, the people who own Pepsi. Oh, I have not heard anything about that. I will have a look into that actually. I mean, I am not a Pepsi
Jazz.
drinker.
That means I can't drink it.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, that's alright.
You could probably get, at this point, like fake Pepsi, like Tesco Pepsi that tastes like Pepsi. I mean, you might say otherwise, because you are a purist.
Well, look, if Pepsi Max and their owners are being bumbags, then I will not touch it anymore.
We'll have a look, but thanks for letting us know, Kimberly. Oh, I got a cottagecore Genasi monk. That is a good combination. I think Genasi monk is just a good mix.
Yeah.
Because they're like, Genasis are really elemental and monks get a lot of that like elemental magic. Oh, unfortunately they also make Cheetos. That does suck.
That's alright, I can't really get them anyway.
Yeah, we don't really. Still got Pepsi. Maybe coral or like dead coral as the wings.
There's too many things going on. Sorry. I can't. I
It
really.
could be like a sail, like boat sail.
A book sale.
Boat.
Oh,
Like a sunken. Maybe they live in a sunken pirate ship.
Everyone's just watching me draw a circle again and again and again. I'm sorry. I just like, I always start with a head and I'm like, if like one circle says something to me, then I'm like, that dictates like all of the rest of the drawing.
There you go. You get to watch some circles happen for a while. Do you think underwater ASMR druid have lionfish fins as wings? That would be cute. It'd be cool. Like, yeah, because there's a bunch of like, it'd be like fins. I'm not going to give Matt any more suggestions or his brain might explode.
Yeah, sorry.
But these are all good suggestions.
Absolutely.
I also have to pee. We said the word hydrate earlier, and so I moved the water bottle in front of my face.
That was me.
I thought someone moved a chair upstairs. God.
I'm really sorry today.
You might have just heard that fall.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh so loud. That just really caught me off guard.
God. I don't know what's wrong with me. I ate something and...
Because you've eaten a lot of wasabi peas.
Yeah, but that was like a week ago now.
It was not a week ago.
It was like 3 days ago now.
You've got an eyelash on you.
Oh,
There you go.
I've never had you touch my face before, I don't think.
So, we are currently drawing.
I'm trying, okay,
well,
Jazz?
No, don't worry, it's fine. No pressure.
Okay, I just need to...
So an underwater scene with an ASMR. What's the other one?
ASMR Druid.
Druid, right. So it's all very naturey, very watery. And maybe just don't think about the ASMR bit yet. You can incorporate that later. It's all about the process, says Arwen. Or Arwen, I don't know. I would assume it's Arwen, but I'm sorry if that's wrong. It is all about the process. So, you do you. We're having a nice chill evening, and there's no pressure here. You've already drawn a whole character.
I
So
suppose I have.
this is a bonus. My throat's starting to do that thing again.
It
where
is.
talk
I
too
can hear
much.
it. I'm very sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just get too excited and I talk really loud, and then my throat's like, no, stop
No,
talking.
you can stop doing that now.
Hello, I'm back.
Anything
exciting happened.
We're just talking about the process.
The process.
It's all about the process.
I stopped drawing for like the months, and then I started drawing again. And you know when you get
Okay,
back,
we're there.
you know when you get
we've got
back to
everything.
drawing,
Yeah.
and you can't, like, it doesn't work, and so you're like, this is it. I'm terrible. I'm never gonna do this again.
Yeah.
I had to refight that.
Yeah, you have to get past that bit where you're really
you suck.
annoyed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've started like using, like, if I find if I've got a reference, I'm like, I want to use this pose, but I can't do it. I'll like draw over it, and then I'll get rid of the reference photo, I move my sketch over, and then I'll use my sketch as
a
reference.
Yeah. Cause
so I'll be like, these are the lines
these
I
are the
find
lines
important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then,
yeah, I mean that definitely. Yeah, if you're struggling to get like the proportions or a particular a good reference, and you're like, but you find a picture and you're like, I want this. That's a great way to go about it.
Because like you know, doing that first tracing step is fine, but you don't really learn much from it.
No.
Like if you just trace it and then you carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you trace it and then you use your copy.
Yeah, because then, like you say, you find the lines that are important to you, and you get rid of all the other noise on the page that's distracting you from getting the proportions right.
So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea.
I think I finally
man, it is a slog.
It is.
Getting back into drawing. Ooh, I've drawn it over a month now. Yeah, no, mine was longer than that. I took a break from like at least character drawing. I did a bunch of like digital painting, but it's not quite the same. I forgot what the human body looks like apparently. I hadn't posted to Instagram since May, so that would have been the last time I drew like people shapes. The one at least for Wizards videos.
Oh, apparently the music's a bit loud.
Oh, is it? I can turn you down.
Nobody seemed to have a problem with it, so
the tracks do vary. So every now and then you get like a loud one.
True, yeah. Even if it is like halfway through or almost the end, if the audio is annoying you,
always
just let us know and we can change it.
Beth, that is excellent advice. I know exactly who to pass that on to. Oh, that's good.
Yay.
I think, I half accumulated that myself, but I think that's sort of a variation on something that Alex has said before. It's just kind of useful. It's like a better way of, I think, like tracing is a good way to learn, but there's sort of an extra step to copying your own copy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give this sunfish like some bubbly eyes. He's like
crying. That's definitely how I started when I was younger, I'm sure. Like I can't fully remember back to it. As far back as I can remember in my drawing experience was like Neopets. And they had the section where it showed you how to draw the pets by starting off with circles. And so I would have it on the screen and I'd have a pen and paper and I would draw them and then I would colour them and it was the best time. And then I like moved on to Pokemon, which is slightly more detailed. And then eventually I started actually like drawing my own thing rather than just looking at an image. Like I was really good and I very quickly picked up on copying an image, not tracing but looking at it and then being able to replicate it, right? I can do that, but creating your own original stuff,
oh my lord,
that's
I can't
really
do
hard.
That.
I can replicate, but I cannot.
I cannot draw
originals.
Like human body without the reference of a human body. Like I can alter a pose a bit, but like from scratch, Well, like I can do it, but you can really tell the ones where I've not had a reference and the ones where I have.
Yeah.
Because like it makes a big difference.
Definitely, yeah.
But I only started like actually trying to draw like after we left uni, so within the last 3 years. Before that I just did a lot of colouring, I did a lot of painting. A bit different though, character drawing I never bothered. I always felt like by the time I was like maybe I'd like to try that everyone else within my age bracket and people younger than me were like already too good, and I was like the learning curve's too steep.
That's the problem though. Like I think about that with a lot of things. I'm like, oh, I'd really like to do this thing, and then I'm like, but I'm never going to be amazing at it because I didn't start young enough. And then I think, well, hang on, why am I doing this in the first place? I'm doing it
because you want to do it,
enjoyment and for satisfaction. And so it's not about where everyone else is at.
Also, like, we're like 20, right? So if you started drawing when you were 10, that's 10 years of drawing.
Yeah.
Which means if I start when I'm 20, then by 30, I will have gained that experience that I'm seeing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
And probably faster, I would imagine. Well, I don't know actually. Do you gain skills faster as an adult or as a
well,
child?
technically, you learn better as a child because
it goes in.
Yeah, but I think it's different for every single person how quickly they learn. I mean, say for example, if you are if you have like ADHD or other forms of
neurodivergence,
then and you're particularly interested in something, you will pick it up very fast because your brain sort of focuses very particularly on that. It's different for everyone, really.
Nick says, I have been tempted to take a drawing or illustration initiative elective at uni. The thing I think about like formal training in like those kind of things is there's not much that they'll teach you that you probably don't already know apart from technology or that you can teach yourself. But what I do think is very good is to get a brief that you have to stick to and you have to do. Yeah. Like there being that's how I learnt a lot of the design stuff that I know is because there was an enforced thing and that I wouldn't have done otherwise.
I would say that there is some importance to it. Like if I definitely feel like I'm a better drawer for having done drawing courses in college because so in school they kind of teach you the basics, right? And they're like, here's a shell, draw this, right?
But mainly it was and now we're going to do some Picasso this week, and you'd be like, why? But
in college they did teach me actual skills that were really good and I still use to this day, like my art teacher in college always told me that drawing is 80% looking at your thing and 20% actually drawing, right? Like you should look a lot more at the thing than you look at your own page.
But again, that's I suppose that's a learning thing. Once you're learning what the human body looks like, but it gets to a point where you don't have a thing to look at.
Yeah. But to begin with, like if you write down at the basics, it's definitely helps to have somebody who has a lot of experience in it sort of guide you.
Also, I guess like because you have to do it, you will push yourself through the bit where you're shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it gives you that motivation and a purpose for getting to the end of the project.
Having said all that, none of three of us actually did the illustration bit. It was Alex and Amy that took the illustration course, and I think they would have
things to say as well.
Yeah, different opinion probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still definitely have a right to talk about it though.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their own experiences with art and with sketching and illustration and all that sort of stuff.
Did just delete his
I did,
yeah.
It was not a good angle.
Okay.
It was not working for me.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Goodbye, Flying Pan. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Yeah, Matt does have the confidence to just be like, nope, yeeteth that into the void. I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
I didn't see that much of it.
I think you have a certain, like, if you're unhappy with the drawing, you just want to get rid of it, don't you?
Yeah.
You just want to start again, like if it doesn't quite feel right.
Yeah, you're like, I can't get into it, it's gone.
I find it really interesting talking about all of this kind of stuff.
It'd be a big stretch. Yeah.
I may not be like a great drawer, but I definitely have a good understanding of the concept, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know what makes a good thing, but I don't necessarily have the technique to get to the crazy high level.
It's very interesting to hear that about your experiences. I just have a lack of it myself. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, before I did our uni course, which was prop making and special effects, I had never in my entire life made a prop. Unlike most people who did that course, I feel like came out of the cosplay community. I think that's what a lot of the people on our course did.
I didn't,
you
but
did a sort of 3D design
I did
course.
3D design, so it was based on like furniture and architecture and that kind of thing.
Your dad was an actual prop maker, so
Yeah.
you knew exactly what the industry the closer that it looked like than most people did. And then a lot of our class came from the cosplay community, but like I hadn't done any of it before. I just looked at a bunch of universities, and that course looked interesting. Basically, I liked theatre. I'd done a lot of behind the scenes theatre stuff. And I was like, I kind of know how to do some 2D stuff, so let's learn how to make some 3D stuff.
Yeah. I still really like. There's a lot that I think back to uni, and I think, I'm not into prop making. I'm not really into that industry. It's kind of uncomfortable. But I do really miss the theatre-y side of it. Like, I wish I could spend more time in a theatre.
Yeah,
I would definitely like to do more of that.
like creative theatre spaces.
Yeah.
I think they're very like interesting and creative spaces to be in. There's a lot of problem solving in theatre because often small budget theatre anyway. There's no money, there's nothing, and you got to work it from scratch.
Yeah, and everybody kind of mixes their skills, right? Like the actors might have a hand in making some of the props, and the lighting crew might do some of the costume. Like it's a mix and match.
The
and
lighting
kind of
crew
learn
is
from
someone's
each
dad.
Yeah, you learn skills from each other, and it's like really fun, and then you're really proud of the thing you made, and I do miss that part. But I guess, like, especially with everything going on, we haven't really been able to try and do that anyway. But I'd definitely like to do some more theatre work one day.
I started my proper sewing career as a costume designer from my middle school. That's cool. I think a lot of I think there's quite a few people in the sort of creative industry now who came from cosplay because it was like the doorway as a kid. Yeah. Like in the sewing or the prop making or like
the makeup.
There's a lot of different like varieties of ways that you can cosplay. Yeah. And like I suppose even illustration is like, you know, it's not necessarily becoming the character, but it's recreating.
You're designing,
And then you end up, you know, getting big boy jobs from it or whatever.
Big boy job.
What is a big boy job? How do you know when one has made it?
Yeah, when does it...
Quotation marks. Thinking back to the end of uni, did you imagine being here right now?
No.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. Never thought.
Not in a million years.
3 years ago, and like honestly, none of this. Didn't imagine it at all. It's crazy.
I don't really remember the end of uni.
I remember it.
I remember the day we graduated in bit, and then.
Here's a question.
I remember our final project not being very fun.
God, yeah, that was quite intense. Here's a question. When you remember things, I'm going to give you an example because I can't explain the question, but when I remember things, I remember them with feelings. I remember through emotion. Like, I remember how I felt. Yeah. Far more than... Like, so if I can remember the feeling of a memory, I can visualize the memory a lot more. No, my memory is like, it's like trying to remember dreams, right, where there's like holes in it, like so it's really remember patches. Like my memory is patchy as shit, but it's like it's like trying to remember a dream. I think I don't know if it's like, because I know that you sort of struggle with remembering things, right? So I don't know whether it's kind of like the norm to remember with emotions. I think it probably is, because I think, but I don't know if everybody does. I think if like your like emotions are a thing that your brain really clings to, so it's like an easy, like a grappling point. If you can remember the emotion, that it's similar to like you know, you might smell something and it takes you back to a specific place because it's a thing that links. Brains are amazing. Like they're crazy and frustrating, but also incredible. The way they
Wow,
work.
this is really cool.
This is good.
I feel like I looked away for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then
now
all of a sudden there's like a
there's a
fully
whole
fledged
drawing.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it's really good. You
I
found your flow
just-
now.
He just does this. Fantastic. Go, Matthew.
This one's actually quite fun. I like this.
Barnacles.
It's very original,
Oh,
if I do say so.
I've heard that before too. Phil and Junko sharing a cat. And a cat says,
Phil and or Junko.
my old art teacher used to say people won't remember that you did what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. That's very true. I've heard that before, and yeah, I would agree with that. Not just in art, but in anything. Like, you don't always remember what, like, an old family member did, but you could remember emotions that they made you feel. Yeah, like, it works in anything, really. Very pretty lady. If it is a lady, I don't know. Could be
Oh
any.
my gosh, they saw my comment, lol. Yeah, we see all your comments, my dude. They're right there in front of my little face.
Yeah.
We don't read out all of them because there's quite a few. SWPOM Skelly, your name, your username.
It's great.
It feels like it matches this drawing.
Yeah, can you draw a
Seafoam skelly.
skeleton?
Like the mask that is like a big shell.
Yeah,
Kind of
looks like a skull,
skeleton.
yeah. I love the barnacles in the hair. Very cool. Very cool.
Imagine this is a he, they. He,
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
He,
Nice.
them.
Fantastic. Did you just do that whole thing in like less than 30 minutes?
Yes, you
I
did.
don't know.
Well, you've got 20 minutes left, so you could like add a little more detail, do some
You
colour
could
on
go
this
back to
one.
the other one colour.
I want to colour this one because
Yeah.
I'm
You like
feeling
that
like a
Mhm.
pastel-y pink, sort of like,
Oh, like coral colours?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, nice. That sounds good.
Like a little bit of orange, because that's like kind of corally.
Orange.
Like a light corally.
I've just looked over at
Matt
Xenia.
continues to flex his rad mask creation skills, yeah.
Lol.
Matt is a big mask fan.
I am.
Beth, have a look over at Xenia.
Oh,
She's on her log, but she's sort of turned to be
Aw.
like, hey guys, what's she
she's like
doing?
curled in
Like,
a little bit.
She just having a little peek just to see what's going on. Every now and then she opens her
Ooh,
eyes.
isn't there a sub race for ASMR that is like has to wear a mask?
Oh, I don't know.
I
Never
don't really
heard
know
of
anything
that.
about ASMR.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I've never. They're like one of the like bonus races, and not one that I've ever looked into much.
they came out around the same time as the Genasi and a few other ones, because I remember Jenny sort of being like, oh, there's a bunch of new ones, and that was just when I was creating Mina.
Yeah.
And so I was like, ooh, a Genasi.
I think we all went,
fun.
ooh, fun fire,
Yeah,
people.
It does seem... There's that word again, alabaster.
Weird.
Alabaster masks. ASMR, hiding who they are.
There is. The masked one doesn't have wings. There you
Oh, the masked one.
go. Masked one.
This sounds really interesting. There's so much about D&D I still don't know, and it is a good read. It's very
Yeah.
interesting. It's just like having the time to actually look into it.
There's a lot as well that like we don't use because we have our own things. Like
Yeah.
there is an absolute massive pantheon of like D&D gods, but Jenny has picked like
Specific
our
ones that would
Arcadon's
make sense
pantheon.
in there, yeah.
So we can't pick from like the whole list. There's like a slightly smaller because it is a bit ridiculous,
Yeah, yeah.
the list of gods. And there's a whole bunch of stuff, but and like because say we've not had I think there actually has been an ASMR in our
You do keep saying AS.
How do you say it? ASMR?
I think it's ASMR,
ASMR.
but I don't know. It could be anything, but who knows?
ASMR. Because we've not had one in our campaign, I don't think there's like much culture or lore around them, or at least not that we've had. You know what I mean? Like if you've got when we've had like a playable character from a specific race, they kind of build the world as it happens.
Absolutely, kind of like how we had Paddy as a wood elf, and that kind of
And we were like,
that
now
kind of
this,
built
yeah.
the wood elf
Nations and
aesthetic
stuff.
in the game. Yeah.
And the same with the Genasies as well. When you made Mina, we had to build the Genasies into the culture of her.
And we still don't know a
world.
lot about it, and
No.
mostly because we haven't had to know, because Mina specifically doesn't know. Yeah. And it was the same for
Terra.
Terra, really.
Yeah, Terra doesn't
she didn't
know
really know,
anything.
did she? No. So we had that really nice conversation in D&D once with Terra and Mina, where they were kind of like...
Well, they met for the first time.
Yeah.
And they were the first time they had ever met
yeah,
another
and they were like,
Genasi.
whoa, you're like me, but you have like, you're like earthy or airy, and
They're like wafty.
there was, I remember a really nice conversation. It's not really a spoiler because like it's such a minor thing, but we were sat on a roof of a tavern-y hotel place because we could get up there because
Why not?
magical abilities of Genasi, and we just had a chat about like what it was like being a Genasi, and like, well, I've never met another one before, and it was just really innocent and sweet. And that's one of my favourite memories from
They're
D&D.
both such good eggs.
They're so sweet and soft, and I hope that we get to show everybody that nice, soft relationship of the most, like, because they definitely are the most, like, innocent members of the party.
Yeah.
They haven't experienced much.
No, they're both from quite, like...
Sheltered
communities.
Yeah. I'm loving these colours, Matt.
You
Very
did
nice.
not miss anything, Arwen.
Thank you.
Matt has made a very cool fish angel.
Fish angel. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Yeah.
It is called the
Scourge.
Scourge.
Scourge ASMR. Look, we are terrible at words. So
I say it like ASMR. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah.
ASMR. Or you could say it like asthma, like the.
Oh no.
Probably not.
So just to put it out there one more time, as we sort of come towards the sort of, we've got like 20 minutes left, or just under. This is for SWPOM, and this sheet that we have, which is also on our Instagram story, and we'll also be posting everywhere, is the prompt for the month. You got a whole list, and you get to choose one word from each of the 3 sections. Use a dice if you want to make it more random, but you can choose if you wish. And please share your creations with us and
Definitely.
tag us so that we can see them, because I mean, just watching Matt create these ones,
been
and
very
we've had to go
satisfying,
ourselves,
yeah.
it's really fun, and it just really lets you sort of go wild a bit in your creation, but you still have a specific thing. So please show us your creations. We want to see them.
Yeah, you can like either tag it with SWPOM or tag us in it. Instagram is the best place to do it, but we are in other places.
We are on Twitter and Tumblr and what other? We have a Discord.
We have a Discord.
Oh, hey! If you're not part of the Discord, there are 2 channels in the
That
Discord.
is true.
SWPOM Conversation, where you can chat with people and show your works in progress and sort of bounce ideas off of each other, and then SWPOM Submissions, which is the first place I go to when I choose the featured artists for the end of our SWPOM videos.
Yes, SWPOM does stand for Shrieking Wizard Prompt of the Month.
Yes. I forget that not everybody. Yeah.
SWPOM.
SWPOM. Yeah.
Angelfish. Sorry.
What?
Someone said angelfish. Angelfish. Yes.
Angelfish.
Fantastic.
That's a great name. That is great. Yeah, I love that. Just as a we usually like to tell you a bit about what's coming up in the next week, and we have been talking a lot about SWPOM, SWPOM, Shrieking Wizard Prompt of the Month. It is Tuesday's video is a SWPOM.
Tuesday's video is basically me, Matt, and Jazz doing what you've watched
Yeah,
Matt do
it's
for the
this,
last 2 hours.
but,
we made our own characters individually.
Yeah, and it's really fun. There are 3 very different characters, one from each of us, and we haven't properly looked at each other's ones until we record
the video. We haven't recorded the VO yet.
So it'll be very fresh. It'll be very fresh. And on Friday we have a fun video about a certain member of Gimgar's family.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
A fairly popular one.
A very popular
I
one.
think you can put... I think with hashtags you can either like capitalize it or not, and I think it all goes to the same place.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
won't
It's like
matter.
an email address. It just...
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Either way, lowercase, uppercase, it will still get there and I will
Do
still
a
see it.
combination of both. Jazz it up a bit.
Yeah.
That's how I write sentences.
Yeah.
Random capitalization.
If you feel like the word deserves a capitalization, give it a
I
capitalization.
am Jenny's nightmare when it comes to like correcting text. Like she goes through a lot of the things and is like, just like, make all of this lowercase. Why have you done that?
Oh.
And I'm like, this word feels important. So
Yeah,
we
I
should
mean,
have the
I don't-
capital.
I don't know if it's like a particularly normal thing to do, but like I do that as well a lot. I capitalize things that don't need it because I agree with you. Some words just feel like they need it.
I'm like, this one's
they
important.
worked hard to get here.
Make it bigger.
Yeah.
It's hard to get here.
You can tag us on Twitter or you can tag us on Instagram, whichever one you. Well, we're everywhere, so wherever you're more active, you can use that platform. I only ever mention Instagram because that's the account I run.
It's kind of the easiest one as well.
Mhm.
Like I like looking at Instagram.
Mhm.
It's good.
Although they are slowly making it no longer a picture sharing.
Really?
They want to move into. They basically want to be TikTok. So they're trying to make it like a video sharing app.
I don't like that. I like
No.
being able to go on Instagram and just scroll through images.
Mhm.
That is what's satisfying to me. That's what draws me to it. Because every time I'm scrolling and then all of a sudden a video plays and it's really loud. No, thank you. Mm-mm. This is great, man.
This
Thank
is
you.
fantastic.
Thank you very
I
much.
really love them.
I would like to play them.
Maybe you can one day.
Yeah, maybe you can. This is another great thing about this prompt as well. Is you create this character and all of a sudden you're like, I feel a character for them. I feel a personality, and then you can go and play them.
I really like
Well,
their
I'm
hair
finally
as well.
making Twitter
You
just
did
for
a good job
this.
there.
You don't have to, my dude. If you have Instagram or whatever, or if you have Tumblr, or if you're just on our Discord, then you can share it that way. Any of the platforms that we are on, you can send it to us.
Thank you very much, Love
It looks like
Roleplay.
it would be a Majora's
That's very kind of you.
Mask boss. I think that's gonna go down well with Matt. He's
Yeah.
currently like absolutely ploughing through Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying to watch you play it as well.
It is. I've never. We've finished drawing now, and there's like 10 minutes left. So now we're just gonna chat about
my
Zelda.
drawing
let's
hand
be
is
fair.
Yeah, give it a rest.
yeah. And my eyes.
It's very neat.
I
though.
like drawing like hair like that. Like,
Like-
that
like a
length.
very nice.
That
Oh,
length
the
hair.
length, like
I
mid,
quite like
mid
that.
It
shoulder.
reminds me a little bit of Studio Ghibli. You'd often see male characters with the longer hair, and I really enjoy that because it's kind of against like the traditions of, well, at least in our country, in our culture, it's weird if men have long hair, but it's very satisfying.
There was like, I don't know if it's on everyone else's TikTok, but there was for a chunk of time on my TikTok, there was like a phase of people being like, everyone wants to be Hal Pendragon, but no one wants to be a man with bangs.
Right? Oh my god, that's
really
so true.
would. I really would.
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, if it suited me, I would.
I mean, you kind of like got
I don't
bangs,
have
but no
like
other hair.
I don't
You know what
have
I mean?
like Hal's chiseled jaw.
He is
and
incredibly chiseled.
he's
Yeah.
also shaved clean. I don't have the jawline
He's a pretty boy.
to pull off that hair like well. I reckon if I did with that, like people would just look at me and be like, haha, it's the
Someone
guy
reminds
from
me of Hal. There you
Shrek.
go.
You know,
Oh, do you mean the tiny
Lord
guy?
Lord
Farquaad.
Farquaad. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fine line between
Between
Hal,
Howl and
Farquaad.
Farquaad.
I think it's height and chiselness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Age,
yeah.
maybe.
Who knows?
That's the other thing you feel like.
For the character, I looked up stuff about English and it came up with the name
Chichlor-
Chichlor?
Chichlorin? Shishlor? Coleslaw?
What?
My brain just
What's
went to
going
a
on?
weird place.
Orin is a good last name. Orin. Orin's a good first name.
I mean, it's Aaron, Orin.
Orin. Hank Green's kid is called Orin.
Really?
Really? Oh.
Orin.
Is it not like Orion?
No, it's Orin.
Because there's like the constellation
Orion,
Orion, which I used to call Orion until someone taught me how to pronounce it right. I thought it was like onion, Orion. Yeah.
Super chill game. Are you talking about
Skyward Sword?
You are talking about Skyward Sword, yeah. We got it last week. We bought a physical copy so that me and Matt could both play it. Because we couldn't share the digital one.
I never played it when it came out because I didn't get the Wii Motion Plus.
It's one of the only games, like especially the new ones, that we've both not played about or heard anything about. Like, I hadn't even watched anything about it because no one really played Skyward Sword.
So you can actually experience
we can actually
it,
experience
like,
it the first time.
Yeah.
Also, I'm now very excited for Breath of the Wild 2 because you go to Skyloft, right? Or like it's at least it might not be Skyloft,
you
but
definitely hang around in the sky.
It's sky.
Yeah.
That'll be from the trailer.
I'm sure they will reference Skyloft because they've already done it, like with Breath of the Wild, where they have one of the insides of the temples from Skyward Sword on the ground, and you can go see it.
I mean, I found a lot of the other references from that game. I really like how in Breath of the Wild there's a lot of... Sorry, I'm fidgeting with things and making noise. In Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of places that you can go to that are named after characters, but that are spelt wrong and stuff, as if like throughout time
people have like forgotten how to pronounce the name,
and stuff.
or
like,
it's just changed.
There's like a
spelling.
Makar's Island, but Makar is spelt wrong. And there's a bunch of places like that where the spelling is off, or like it's very interesting. This is just Let's Nerd About Zelda Fest.
I really need to say this because I've just seen it. I think it's Chai Chilorin. Because they say chai like chai tea and chill like chill. So Chai Chilorin.
Chai Chilorin.
I fucking
Which
love
sounds cool.
chai tea. It's very nice.
I knew you were going to say that. As soon as someone mentions tea, you're like, hello, I am the tea man.
Chai tea. I just
What tea did you get
I
today?
bought a packet of matcha tea. I'm glad you asked, Jasmine. I wasn't about to just talk about it anyway.
You were very excited about it.
Oh, it's so good. So creamy, so nice, so fresh.
I hope if you're not if you don't play Zelda, this is just apparently what we're talking about now. We've just descended.
Oh, Castle in the Sky. What was that movie?
It's a Ghibli movie.
Yeah, Ghibli movie. What's it
Castle in
called?
the Sky.
Is it just
It's
Castle
called
in the Sky? I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm trying to think of the name of the castle.
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I can't remember that.
Well, there's like Laputa.
Laputa. You got it in one.
Yeah.
Showing us up.
No me.
You know me.
Oh.
Oh goodness, I
It's
feel
been
like.
really nice.
Oh god,
Enjoyed
I just had like
this.
an energy kicked out of me.
Well,
All
yeah,
of a
you
sudden,
put it all into
there we go.
creativity there.
You just drew for 2 hours
You
straight,
do-
and you were
Yeah.
drawing
You guys
before.
like doing a lot of talking, and I can
That's
hear it.
fine.
Like it's.
You know what, we've had some really good conversations, I feel.
alright.
Yeah, you sound jazz. I can definitely hear it in your voice.
Yeah, my voice is going, but weirdly my brain is like very
What is
Laputa.
it?
Yeah.
Hiding the word Laputa?
Maybe it's because it's like Lapia?
Labia.
Labia?
Not
Yeah.
even
That's
close.
No,
not-
I know.
You're holding a boom.
I was thinking of my areola.
Listen, I don't know why I suddenly jumped to the
Maybe
opportunity to be like, no, Jazz, that's not what. Sorry, that's not my place.
It's not your place to
I'm
say.
very sorry.
Should we have a
Anyway.
look at your other one?
Yeah.
Where's your
Oh,
other
you
one?
have one up.
yeah. Let me just
Show them both once again.
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh, my dudes, if you hadn't seen already, because you were here, the next WEBTOONs pages came out.
Yeah,
And if
go
you
and
were
check it
here,
out.
I'm sorry that I keep mentioning it, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Because we're so
quite
close.
close to being monetized.
Yeah, please help us get there. For the goats.
Christ.
It's all for the goats, okay?
For
If
the
you care
goats.
about goats.
Oh, not the goat cheese thing again. Christ, I forgot about the goats.
Goats and their eyes are both very important.
Goat.
Oh, look
There we
at
go.
them.
Actually, no,
Satyr.
sorry,
Cool.
not goat.
It's a satyr.
A satyr.
Satyr, yeah.
Very, very cool. I love you've put a lot of detail into it.
Thank you.
You can tell that you put like time and energy into it. It's
Are
very
you
nice.
gonna like color these off screen somewhere?
Probably.
If he does, we'll post them somewhere. We'll probably post
Yeah.
them somewhere
Yeah.
anyway. But like,
Seafoam Skelly gets it for the goats.
For the goats.
goat man.
For the
Yeah,
goats.
Goats,
Cool.
the official sponsor of this live stream.
Today's podcast.
All goats on the planet are sponsoring this video.
Yeah, I mean, every time you see one, you just nod your head, say thank you very much.
Give
I
them a
mean, sometimes in that
scream.
podcast, their sponsors are the concept of joy and
Yeah.
various other things.
I love how one of them will start it off and they will have like a full 5-minute conversation where they just keep going, cheese blocks, the sponsor of today's podcast, and then the next one will like invert themselves in and be like, yes, weighted blankets for all your weighted need, like, and they just keep like,
They keep coming and coming and
and
coming.
and you just, it sounds
And then
so
you think
scripted.
they start like talking. They're like, "Oh, do you ever like go downstairs and then blah blah blah?" And they do this whole spiel, and then like, that's when I thought I need a fucking like massive spoon, sponsored by
Spoon.
Massive Spoons.
Yeah.
And it's like,
so-
oh, what? They
it's
didn't
so
even start
good.
talking. There's still the ad.
They are so good at just incorporating
Yeah.
it.
Once again,
Very good wordsmen.
Simply promoting
Oh gosh.
Dear Hank and John. Or as they like to call it,
Dear John.
Dear John and Hank.
If it gets
Their
to
voices are very
if
satisfying.
it gets to
listen
2028, I think it is, and we haven't found life on Mars, they will rename them a podcast, Dear John and Hank.
Amazing.
That was one of the deals they
I
made.
love it. We need a thing that we talk about every
Cheese.
live stream. Okay, you know how they have Mars and
Cheese.
AFC Wimbledon?
Oh,
We
yeah.
need to, like, cheese can be one of them, but the other one has to be something wildly different.
I can do Nintendo updates.
Yeah,
Obscure thing that I'm quite obsessed
yeah,
with.
cheese and Nintendo, yeah.
Normally
That sounds
it'll
good.
be, depressing.
Like, as in, Animal Crossing still has not updated. There is some news on that.
There is some update on Animal Crossing, which is here, have some fireworks. You had those last year. But also in that Twitter thread where they were like, here, have some fireworks, they also replied something else like, and there's some bigger stuff coming soon, or something like that.
yeah.
I don't know word for words. So if you're still playing Animal Crossing,
There might be
like all
something.
5 of us that are still playing,
Yeah.
or if not, there might be something coming soon. I hope so, because like I restarted my island because I was like, maybe it'll make me want to play again. Turns out it has not really made me want to play again, but now I don't have any of the things I had before,
Yeah.
and I don't have the motivation
To go back
get all
through
the
and get
recipes
it,
again
yeah.
and stuff. So now I just have less, which is irritating.
that.
Just trying to make them both
Well,
sort
Each
of
wizard
like.
should have a thing they talk about. Jazz is his cheese, obviously.
Yeah, every one of
We
us.
do need Brewster in Animal Crossing though.
Yeah.
But there's like so many other things that they could and should have put in that game
There we
That
go.
they
that
haven't,
like
yeah.
they just didn't.
Thank you very much, Matt, for doing all these drawings.
Yeah, he put the work in. We just
Really
fucking
great.
chatted.
We just did
If
some
you should
words.
have come over and raid my huge pile, I might do that, Kimberly.
Huge field of DIYs.
I may very well do that. I don't really have any now, and it's kind of sad. I raided all of Jazz's, but the thing is that you're not playing that much anymore
Yeah,
either.
no, I haven't. Since you've raided my beach,
You've not
I've
gained
been
anymore.
deleting all of them because
it's not worth
also I
it.
just haven't been playing, which is really sad.
There's nothing to go back to doing.
Yeah.
Like at this point, the only reasons that I'm playing is because I was watching this YouTuber who was like redecorating an island basically, and I was like, I kind of want to do some decorating again,
Yeah,
and that's the only reason I'm playing is for the decorating bit.
yeah, that's fair. Well, it's
Yeah, we're probably
it's
gonna.
8:58.
I mean,
and
this
I
is like a couple minutes early.
think
but
we're kinda-
we're wrap this one up quite
Yeah.
nicely.
Wrap up.
Wow, thanks for joining us. This has been a really good,
has been really fun.
very
It's been really
satisfying,
chill.
really great chats in conversations in the chat.
Awesome
Thank you for-
turnout. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
If you're drawing along with us, or if you're gonna do one, you should definitely tag us because we really want to
Please,
see
Please
do.
share it. Please,
I'm
please
so
do.
excited to see what you guys make.
either with the hashtag SWPOM or
Or
like just
atting us.
or just at
Yeah.
us, like tag us in it, and that counts for like Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah,
Tumblr,
anything. Yeah.
on the Discord, any of them. Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out
Thanks
with
for
us.
hanging out.
Thank you very much.
And,
Thanks, Matt, for being
thanks,
the
Matt,
drawing
for
man.
drawing.
Thanks,
May-
Beth, for
may-
being some words mans.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
May Borbo pee upon you
May
all.
Bobo be upon you all.
Just be.
Please stay hydrated and look after yourselves.
Don't
we'll
say that
see
after
ya.
Borbo pee.
Stop it. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Where the heck
Oh,
change?
goodbye. See you later.
Bye.
Farewell.